Let's talk about, I've done a column in The Sun this morning, which is basically Chris Hughton, who I'm going to watch for Brighton at Lincoln tomorrow, the manager of Brighton. I want to start the show with this statement before a tribute to those who lost their lives at Hillsborough back in 1989. Kelvin MacKenzie's article yesterday was the vomit from the mind of a man who cannot accept how wrong he was back in 1989. I outlasted this man once at talkSPORT, maintaining and shouting my own views, defying orders to stand by my own principles and beliefs, and I'm proud of that. People have no idea how hard that was. But I found myself in a position where I had influence and I could change things, and I could add my voice to those demanding fresh inquests and justice for the 96. And so I carried on with the fight. I took on individual callers on air. I made sure I got the message out there through talkSPORT. And if I made only one person think again about what happened that tragic day at Hillsborough, then I'm proud of my work and I'm proud of my radio station. And so we move on to today. I focus on things I can control. I don't waste time and energy on stuff I cannot control. And so I control what I say. I control my own views, and my campaign and ambition to outlast that man again has been given a massive boost by the individual himself. More importantly, the city of Liverpool took him on and won, and I suspect that they're about to do exactly the same thing again. Good on them. It's a great opportunity for the Sun to do the right thing. If this speech means I'm sacked, then so be it. I'll take that. The promise I made myself is that if anyone ever ordered me to deliver a softer or different narrative on Hillsborough, I would absolutely walk away. But nobody has ever done that. From day one at talkSPORT, I didn't care who ran the place. For me, talkSPORT has always been, and will always be, owned by the listeners, by you lot. I'd rather stay and stick to my principles and stand up for what I believe in. Change from the inside might not look good to some who don't scratch the surface. It might be misunderstood by others who choose a different way of protesting that appeals to those same people who don't scratch the surface, I guess. But I guarantee it is far more satisfying and important doing it this way, and my experience is that it has had much more impact as well. Much more impact. So let's forget the vile MacKenzie. Let's remember what really matters. On this day, 15th of April 2017, the anniversary of the Hillsborough tragedy, let's remember the 96. Remember the 96. Let's remember the families. Let's remember those who fought so long and hard for justice. Let's remember what we actually saw with our own eyes that day. We didn't need any newspaper to tell us. Liverpool fans helping each other, using advertising hoardings as stretchers to get the injured to a place where they could get help. I saw Liverpool fans in the upper tiers stretching out their hands to lift those who were dying in the pens below up to safety. That's what I saw. That's what we all saw. None of you saw Liverpool fans doing the disgusting things MacKenzie said they did. Those were lies. Remember the context of 1989 as well. Thatcher and MacKenzie viewed football fans as a subhuman species. That was their despicable narrative. So the imagery MacKenzie used in his piece on Ross Barkley is as unsurprising as it is totally unacceptable. Not only did Liverpool fans help their friends that day at Hillsborough, Nottingham Forest fans helped as well. Individual police officers, individual journalists have been exposed as liars. As long as the fight is focused on those who actually did wrong back then, that means the fights will remain focused and sincere and not just a witch hunt. Tarring everyone with the same brush is the kind of lazy, agenda-driven nonsense MacKenzie did in his article when he talked about the people of Liverpool. Nobody should sink to his incredibly low level. For the records, I've met Ross Barkley. I can't claim I know him well, but I found him to be shy, unassuming and thoroughly decent. Ross Barkley doesn't deserve such a deeply personal attack. What I'd really like to see one evening is this. Kelvin MacKenzie go to the same bar where Barkley was punched. Let's see if Kelvin has the guts, the stomach, to go to Liverpool to do some proper research, some authentic journalism, to see if he can substantiate his ridiculous and offensive views about the people of Liverpool. Let's see that happen. But that's for another day. For today, 15th of April, let's remember the 96.